Hello and welcome to week 43 of the FrankenScrap Crochet Along, and this week we're making the side saddle stitch. So this is a really pretty stitch that looks very similar to the Drunken Granny stitch, but is made in a slightly different way. So it's a lacy stitch, but it is fairly solid. So to make this piece, you're going to need a foundation chain of 62. So to start your side saddle stitch, you're going to be making a single crochet in the second chain from your hook. So this counts as the first stitch of your row. So I'm just going to pop a stitch marker into it. Okay, so after your single crochet, next we're going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. And then we're going to be making a double crochet 4 together over the next 4 stitches. Okay, so you haven't done one of these before. Yarn over, insert your hook into the first chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Leave the last 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So basically you're starting a double crochet in each of the stitches, but leaving the last loop on your hook. Yarn over, into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's the first 3, 1 more, yarn over into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So for a double crochet 4 together, you should have 5 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Then chain 1. Okay, so it should look like this kind of triangle shape. So after your chain 1, you're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so that's the side saddle stitch. It's going to look like bunches of these kind of leaning triangles with a single crochet afterwards. So, chain 3. Okay, so this is the start of your next repeat. Chain 3. Then over the next 4 stitches, make a double crochet 4 together. So you just start a double crochet in each one, but you only pull through the first 2 loops, leaving the last loops on your hook. So you should have 5 loops on your hook once you've got the start of all those 4 double crochet. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Chain 1. Then make a single crochet in the next stitch. And okay, so you start to get these bunches of stitches. And you repeat that all the way until the end of the row. So chain 3, double crochet 4 together over the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 1. So that should leave you with 1 stitch left in your row, and you just finish your repeat with a single crochet in that last chain. And that is row 1. So for row 2, you're going to turn and chain 1. And you're going to make a double crochet turning chain in that first stitch. Just grab my stitch marker. Okay, so after your double crochet turning chain, you're going to chain 3. So now you need to find the top of your double crochet 3 together. So this one here is the chain 1 that you made afterwards. This one here is the top of double crochet 4 together. And into that you're going to make a single crochet. And then you're going to chain 3. In the chain 3 space here, you're going to make a double crochet 4 together. but instead of working it over 4 stitches, you're working it into the chain space. 3 and 4, 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 1. So after your chain 1, you're now going to skip to the top of the double crochet 4 together in the row below. So we skip the single crochet, skip the chain 1 and go into the top of the double crochet 4 together and make a single crochet. Okay, and you see how that makes these interlocking blocks. So they should all, your side saddles should all lock together in each of the different rows. Okay, so after your single crochet, you're going to chain 3. Then you're going to make a double crochet 4 together in the chain space. Okay, so the stitches are made the same way as the row below, but just putting them in different stitches. But the repeat is the same. It's chain 3, double crochet 4 together, chain 1, single crochet into the top of the double crochet 4 together in the row below. And that is your repeat across the row, and all of your blocks should interlock in between the ones in the row below. Okay. And then once you've finished your last repeat, which should see you end with a single crochet in the top of the double crochet 4 together, you're going to make one last double crochet 4 together in this chain space. Okay, so chain 3 first, and then double crochet 4 together in that last chain space at the very end of the row. 3 and 4, yarn over, pull through all the loops. Okay, chain 1 just to lock that in place, and then in the final stitch of the row you're going to make a double crochet. Okay, and that is row 2 of the side saddle. So now we're going to turn. Chain 1. Now you're going to skip the first stitch, which is the double crochet, and you're going to make a single crochet in the top of the double crochet 4 together. So you skip the first stitch, which is your turning chain, the double crochet in the row below, you're going to skip the chain 1 and you're going to make your single crochet in the top of the double crochet 4 together. And that is the first stitch of this row. So it does feel a bit strange to do it that way, but trust me, it works. Okay, so after your single crochet, you're going to chain 3. And then, as in the row below, you're going to make a double crochet 4 together in the chain space. So 4 part double crochets all in the chain space, but only pull through the first 2 loops. That should leave 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 1. Then you're going to make a single crochet in the top of the next double crochet 4 together. So we skip the single crochet, skip the chain 1, single crochet into the top of the double crochet 4 together. Okay, so as before, this is now block is now interlocking into the rest. Okay, so after your single crochet, you chain 3 and then make another double crochet 4 together in the chain 3 space. 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 1. Skip the single crochet, skip the chain 1, make a single crochet in the top of the double crochet 4 together in the row below, and chain 3. Okay, so we've got chain 3 space, make your double crochet 4 together, two, three, four, one more, 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain 1. Okay, so we've got a chain 3 here. We're not going to be working into it. We're going to ignore this, go straight to the last stitch and make a single crochet. Okay, so that last double crochet 4 together sits flush against that chain 3 there. So it now looks like this. Okay, so for the rest of this piece you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3. Now for the side saddle you do need to make a finishing row because as you can see this is not straight. So we need to straighten it out. The bottom does stay fairly straight, so that's okay. But we need to flatten off this top a little bit. So for your finishing row, okay, so you just repeat rows 2 and 3 until you've got as many rows as you need. And then for your finishing row, you're going to turn, chain 1. You're going to make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch. 2. Okay, just pop my stitch marker in there, just so we can keep track. So after your double crochet turning chain, you're going to chain 3. And then you're going to make a single crochet in the chain space. So we're going to skip the double crochet 4 together and go straight to the chain 3 space and make a single crochet. Then chain 3, skip to the next chain space and make a single crochet. Okay, I would recommend keeping your chains nice and loose because if you chain too tight this is all going to bunch up. Okay, so keep those chains nice and loose. Okay, chain 3 and you continue that all the way across. So you should have a chain 3 in between each single crochet with a single crochet going into the chain space. So when you get to the end of the row you've got another chain 3 here, make a single crochet in there, and then once you've done that single crochet you're going to make a double crochet in the last stitch of the row. And that is the finishing row of the side saddle stitch. To complete your side saddle piece, you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3 until you have 9 rows. Once you finish row 9, we then need to make a finishing row, and that will be row 10. So after you completed row 10, you can cut off and weave in your ends, and then it's time to join this piece to the rest of your FrankenScrap. So to see where this piece fits, along with the full joining instructions, click the link beneath this video and it'll take you to the blog post where you can find all the information you need. And don't forget, if you have any questions, then the Facebook group is here where you can ask all your questions or just join in the chat with your fellow FrankenScrappers. The link for that is beneath this video as well. So once you finish joining, that's this week complete, and I shall see you next week for the next piece. Bye for now.